Okay, we talked about the Ms. New York Senior America pageant, but the man behind the scenes who assisted, does so much work, the music, I can't even begin to describe all he does, but let's give it up for Bob Geltman.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah, the secret's finally out. I am the state coordinator for Ms. New York Senior America, and I am the power behind the throne. But don't let Marlene hear that. Okay, it's only for publication, the immediate world. However, this is a very special occasion for me because it's my grandson's 19th birthday. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to sing happy birthday to him. Even though I am not backed up by a major orchestra, I will do it a cappella. Okay. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Noah, happy birthday to you. There we go. All right. And that was my grand entrance from the opera Aida. So anyway, it was a pleasure for me to work with the contestants this year. They were outstanding, and the show, I timed the show to be 2.5 hours, and it was exactly 2.5 hours. So everybody did a magnificent job. I'm very pleased with the way who our queen is, and I was rooting for you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
But even though I had nothing to do with the scoring, so I'm free and clear on that one. And Marlene is the heart and soul of Ms. New York Senior America, and she deserves all the credit for how far this organization has come from the time she took it over. It's absolutely an amazing job that she's done. Brought it up from the depths of nothing to one of the premier organizations in the national organization of New York, of Senior America.
Maureen, talk about how Bob is so profound in the details and making sure that everything you guys do was so perfect, and from the way you hold the microphone to the music to the way you stand on stage. Talk about how he helped you guys so immensely with every single detail, no stone unturned.
Bob is amazing to work with. He keeps everybody calm. And even though he's got so many things on his plate, he has to take care of the journal, which is not just all of the women handing in our information and our pictures, it's advertisers. He has to keep track of all that with the printer. That alone is a Herculean task. But he also has to take charge of all the music, the video, the audio visual for the whole pageant, keep that straight. He's amazing. I don't know how you do what you do. I really don't.
Now, when he said he planned it for 2.5 hours and it came to exactly 2.5 hours, are you surprised that the man nailed it down to the minute?
No, absolutely not. Because we had each song, for each segment is so long, and he'd figure, okay, you wrote the script too for it. That was the other thing. He wrote the script that Marlene and Kiara did, which was great. So he knew, okay, it takes that long to say that. This song is this. You don't need a scenery change here, and he had it to the second, I think.
Yeah. That's why I thought it was so important to bring Bob up tonight, because, sometimes it's the people behind the scenes who do so much who get a little bit forgotten. So we wanted to make sure we gave Bob the recognition for an amazing job. And I'm sure, Bob, you're already thinking about the next pageant.
Oh yeah. We're already advertising for the 2019. I've already booked the theater for 2019. It's July 14th. We've already booked the gala for the Queen, which will be at the same place, the Rockville Links, right after the pageant. So fill out, just give Marlene a call at 516-761-7503, and she'll get you on your way to being the next Queen 2019.
And Maureen, I'm sure that's going to be an emotional night for you when you turn over your queen to the new queen of 2019. I'm sure that's going to be an emotional, but a happy night.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to looking back on the year, and hopefully I will have done a good job as queen. It is quite a responsibility. You know, when you're in the pageant, all you think about is the pageant. Everything's the pageant. And then I won the pageant, I went, oh my gosh, this is now just the beginning of something. And I really hadn't spent that much time, thinking about that. You think, okay, just got to get through the pageant. And I really want to do a good job. I really want to help bring this organization to a lot more people, especially upstate, because we have a presence up there. I'd like to get more women involved. And I love doing what we did yesterday, and that's singing for people in hospitals or nursing homes, assisted living. I think that's a big part of what this is about.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm working, I'm going to contact the Grandel Nursing Home right here in Long Beach and work a day where we can bring the Miss New York Senior America to sing for them, because we performed for them a couple of years ago, but I want to do that. And I know that when I visit my mom up in New Hampshire, who's in assisted living, I brought a young singer to perform for them, and the way the smile on their face, that's priceless. But I'm going to ask you a question. I know you and your husband have a great marriage. You have that passion for riding the bikes, but I think having a great relationship, a great husband, is going to be so important this year, because you're going to have a lot on your plate, and having a great person in your corner is just going to make life a lot easier.
Well, it's like with my music. Curtis is my music. Without Curtis, I wouldn't have my music. And I mean that, because he taught me how to ride. We have the stories together. He helps me write the lyrics a lot of times. He gives me ideas. And it's the same thing with this. I mean, he rearranged all his plans. He had the whole summer planned out, and he arranged all of it, because he had to be there with me. He had to be there sharing it with me. He had to be in the audience rooting. And he's amazing. He's just amazing. And I'm very blessed.
I wasn't planning on asking you this question, but sometimes things just pop in my head. Maureen, you told us a fascinating story several months ago, is that you felt blessed to be raised by your adopted parents. They were wonderful. But what I want to know is your biological family, who you connected with just very recent in the last couple of years. What's their reaction been to you being named the Queen of 2018? That's what I want to hear right now. And believe me, that question just popped in my head. And sometimes when you're doing an interview, something will pop in your head. But I want to hear. I think it's going to be great.
Well, as if that day weren't amazing enough, it was the first time my maternal brother and sister met my paternal sister.
Oh, cool.
So and I told Curtis that you got to introduce them, because I won't see you until later. And that was pretty amazing. I went from, when you were talking about the movie, and I remember that very well, with the triplets being separated. And I was adopted, and I had these amazing parents. My mom couldn't have kids, and they just wanted a baby, and they waited for me to be born, and they were going to take me no matter what. And mom wanted a girl, and she got a girl. So I was raised an only child, Irish. So I said I'm Irish up here.
Yeah.
But it ends up I'm like totally Italian. I'm from both sides of the family. They're both near the same town in Naples.
We won't mention that on October 24th.
No, we won't. But but I think when you look at me, you kind of get the idea I'm Italian.
It's going to be top of the morning to you, Maureen Griffin.
But I got the Irish name. But I went from being an only child to having 13 siblings, and
wow.
That blew my mind. 3 of them are deceased, unfortunately. I didn't get to meet my birth parents, but I've heard lots and lots of stories, seen lots of pictures, and I've met most of them, and we're there for holidays. They include us in everything, because I didn't know. I went into this prepared for, they're not going to want to know, they're not going to want to know me. They were so excited, and evidently I looked just like my birth mother, so when my brother and sister on that side met me, they didn't even ask for the DNA. They went, oh my gosh, you look just like our mother. But I also look like my sister on my father's side, except she has blue eyes.
Wow.
So it's really funny how you get traits of both, but it's been amazing for everybody, and the fact that they were there in the audience, they're like, we wouldn't miss it, we had to be there for you, and it's been really special.
Wow, that's great.
All right, thank you, Bob. Thank you, Maureen, and let's keep
pleasure.
up the good work.
Thank you.
Let's get a picture.